Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We now go to business. By now, the Christmas gift buying anxiety should have settled. But as you now look to the new year, our business reporter Javon Keys shares some things to consider to ensure you're not breaking the bank and your personal and financial data remain safe.
The gifts, partying, and the major renovation that didn't seem necessary until the festive season. Bliss in the moment, but these habits could leave you with less sparkle going into the new year.
Remember that there's a tomorrow. And a lot of us, from time to time, we will forget that tomorrow exists and we would go on this spending rampage, forgetting the budget that we have, forgetting the salaries that we have.
Fabian Gordon is a financial advisor with Sagicor.
One, have a plan. Secondly, have a budget. Because if you don't have a budget, then you won't necessarily know how much you have to spend and how much you have to spend on what. Sometimes not spending on some of the things that we believe that we are supposed to have or get is what actually brings us into the problems that we face or the problems that will be coming around the corner.
With all the year-end deals and sales, he says you should read the fine print to ensure there is no hidden clause that could come to slay you in the future. But spending aside, this time of year is also when cyber criminals look to feast.
A lot of people are swiping more, using point-of-sale machines, ATMs and things like that. And we've seen, especially locally, it's a little bit different in other regions, but locally you'll see more instances of card cloning and also more instances of phishing. So people receiving fictitious emails or emails trying to trick them into clicking a link, taking an action, or disclosing some type of sensitive info.
It's these kinds of phishing attacks which forced local banks to encourage heightened caution. One bank, NCB, has temporarily suspended SMS alerts. Another tactic, fake websites, fronting as legitimate establishments. Director of G5 Cybersecurity, Gavin Dennis, says you have to double-check the Uniform Resource Locator URL and look out for errors.
In the past, there was a little padlock that would be in the top left-hand corner of the website's name, but a lot of that has been changing with the browsers, and they now have different indicators. But first up, ensuring that there isn't anything that's immediately jumping out telling you that this website is not secure, this website is not safe, and ensuring that the domain itself that you're visiting is actually the one from your bank or whichever other company that you're doing business with.
As for barcodes, he says don't scan anything unless you are sure of the source. Tomorrow we'll tell you what to do if you've already broken the bank and some other tips to help safeguard your financial cybersecurity this season. For the Business Day, I'm Javon Keys.